ćemo ga malo da smanjim i prc. Da početava ovo. Sad ću doći. Inače, ja sam ovu igricu već jednom prešla, ali dobro, neće biti problem da je opet pređem. Sad, bože moj, gdje sam stala? Htjela sam da igram TFT. Šta mogu? Continue. Restartujem. No. Zašto mogu opet? Ne! Možda ima autosave. Već stvarno nema. Nemoj mi reći da moram se opet iz početka. Ubit ću se. Kako obožavam ovu igru. Znači, igrica ima užasno mnogo bugova nekad, ne uvek, ali nekad. Katastrofa. A zašto se meni ovo dešava? Pa već sam radila jedan gameplay. Tako bih se smorila sada da moram po 50. put da igram. Idem, molim te. Vidi ovo. Znači, katastrofa. Tako mi se ne igra. Dobro.
This should do. How do you feel?
Oh, can't complain. After all, there's a cozy tree in my back.
Ako ne možeš da se žališ, zima je, hladno je, teško Belić.
After tonight, it won't be trees anymore, but walls and a roof. In Shiring, I will find a job.
What if the bishop wants to hire you for life? To keep his palace in shape, but maybe strengthen the town's defenses? Plain things, Tom Builder. Just walls and roofs.
There. Took me a lifetime to find some dry ones in this wet. Why didn't we just use your staff? That old thing would have done nicely.
Because that thing is precious. It's not made to burn. And we might be able to sell it. Right, now let's see if this does the trick.
Da, ovako. Malo da potpalimo vatru. I ne mogu da verujem i dalje da
Martha?
moram iz početka da
Cut
krenem.
up some turnips. We'll be making soup.
If it helps.
Alfred, you go and look for water.
We could just eat snow.
No, it'll be proper water for my family. You sit, I'll take care of it.
You still haven't answered my question, Tom Builder. What if the bishop offered you a job like they did in Exeter? Something that is beneath your craft, but pays for a lifetime. Easy work.
Well, building something is never easy.
You know what I mean. After Exeter, you said I could create something that matters, something that stands for eternity, or I could die setting up houses and sheds. But what if houses and sheds would feed your family? Would you stay this time, or would you keep on looking?
Kako je dobro? Pravit ću
I'd be
se
glad
kao
to
da ne znam šta će se desiti
Would you
kasnije.
now? Just promise me you'll think about it.
Dobro, pošto sam ovaj prvi deo već uradila, jeli? Moram
Maybe we can sell the baby.
samo da klikam.
I'm joking. Don't listen to me.
Da stignem do one tačke gdje sam stala prošli put.
Houses and sheds. Walls and roofs. I'd be glad.
Master.
I should be glad.
Tom, what's keeping you?
Ajde, ajde, vrati se nazad. Inače, igrica je okej, ali ima jedan veliki problem. Ne možeš uvijek da pauziraš. E onda je ono baš...
And did you think about what I asked you?
Dreaming of building a cathedral was foolish. When we get to Shiring, I'll take the job.
Why is a cathedral so special?
Well, you've seen a few. You should know.
Yes, but there are so many already. Why do you have to build another one? Is it because God needs more houses?
May I?
If you must.
Well. Actually, a cathedral isn't so different from any other house. It always starts simple, with some walls.
And on top of that, you put a roof.
Very good. A roof to keep off the rain, and walls to keep up the roof. Together that makes one big, long, but dark room. Like a cave. So of course you may want some light coming in.
Windows.
Right. So the people inside can see what they're doing.
I think you forgot something. People can't get in if there are only walls.
So, what do you suggest?
Doors, of course.
Right. And not only doors, but a big and impressive one to let in as many people as possible. By now we've carved quite a few holes in our cathedral. Unfortunately, not every building can carry a roof like that and have so many windows.
So what do we do?
Good and solid work. That's what we do. If we don't want our cave to collapse, we have to make everything perfect. Not only strong, but consistent and perfectly even. The walls, the roof, the windows, everything perfectly proportioned.
You shouldn't say big words like proportioned when talking to a child.
What does it mean?
It means beauty. Well, it means not only will it keep them dry,
Crkva I nada.
it will give them hope.
Neka bi to bilo kao što je možda I pre bilo.
Agnes?
Mama?
A zapravo u srednjem vijeku su žene spaljivali na ove lomače. Mene bi sigurno spalili.
The baby is coming.
Osjećam se.
But it's not due. Have your waters broken yet?
Soon after we started walking this morning.
You should have told me.
I'm so tired. I don't believe I can bring it into the world.
To sam ja rekla sebi.
Blood?
Ovako.
Right, what can I do to help?
Cover me.
Will she die? She'll die, right?
Mama.
Ovako.
Children?
Marta.
Martha? Go and collect more wood. Let's have a bigger fire.
Let me do it. I'm quicker than her.
No, let me do it.
Let Martha do it.
I'll be quick.
It'll take forever before she's back.
On me uvijek tako nervira.
Get more water. Take snow if you must to make it warm.
Right.
Remember when Martha was born and the Lady Isabella acted as midwife?
You were building a chapel. And you asked her to send her maid to fetch the midwife from the village.
Yeah, and she said, that drunken old witch will let her deliver her literal wolfhound pups. And she took us to our own chamber. And poor Lord Robert could not go to bed until Martha was born. I'd say for a year as bad as this one, we've managed quite well.
You lost your work. And then Martha almost got killed by that pig thief. You call that well?
I know. But we're still here for each other, aren't we? Holding together as a family. Us builders aren't carved out of measly wood. Never were.
You expect a lump of granite to come falling from my legs?
I wouldn't be surprised.
Hoće mi neko donijeti tu vodu.
Your hands are cold.
I could warm them for you.
No. Stay here. Please.
The water's warm now.
Put it next to me.
Da, nekad moraš da uradiš nešto da bi ti se otključala. A mogla sam da pričam.
Is the fire better now?
Can you feel the warmth?
Yes.
Malo toplim rukama. Šta drugo da uradi?
I'm here with you.
I know. It's not long now. Be ready.
I'm proud of you.
I feel so weak.
You'll make it. You're a strong woman. That's why I love you so much.
Two of a kind, eh?
She's losing too much blood.
I'm sorry that I kept quiet all day. I didn't want anyone to worry.
Dobro, utešit ću.
The day was hard enough on everyone without me complaining.
I know. But we will get through this.
It's coming! Help me, Tom! It's coming!
I can
Pa,
see it.
ono, pomaže hodanjem za sad.
It looks horrible.
He's perfect. A perfect boy. You're still bleeding.
It's all right. It will stop soon. Tom,
Kako nekako izgleda izmučeno.
Yes.
thank you for being my midwife. Do you remember the night I came to you? In your lodge? When you were working on my father's church?
Of course. How could I ever forget?
I never regretted giving myself to you. Never. For one moment. Every time I think of that night, I feel so glad.
Me too.
I hope you build your cathedral.
I thought you were against it.
I was. But I was wrong. You deserve something beautiful. Build a beautiful cathedral. For me.
Papa, what's wrong with her face?
Agnes. Agnes, wake up.
Ružno. Ali ovo su bile vrlo česte pojave u srednjem vijeku. Loši uslovi. Šteta. Inače ima i serija i knjiga. Ken Follett se baš potrudio da učestvuje ovdje, inače kao i narator. A ovo mi je najjače. Ova uvodna špica. Stubovi zemlje. Idemo. Jedva čekam da omoguće ranku TFT iz nekog razloga, ništa ne mogu da igram tamo. Jako sam se sada rastužila što moram opet sve iz početka. Chapter 1. Philip.
The year of our Lord 1135 had come to an end. King Henry of England, son of William the Conqueror, had died. It was a time of poverty and death. In their despair, some had come to believe Christ and all his saints had gone to sleep, and that the pillars of the earth themselves had begun to crumble. Brother Paul? Hello.
You just crossed the bridge, right? That'll be a farthing for you and a penny for your horse.
Monks and villagers don't have to pay a toll.
Stvarno.
Sorry, I'm not good at this. I told Brother Paul. It's not easy doing the Lord's work when you're hungry.
It is not much, but I can share this with you.
Inače, opet kažem, pošto sam već na Twitchu objavila vaš prvi gameplay, ovaj prvi ceo deo. Što sam prešla? Filipa. Jesam. Samo ću bukvalno da isklikam tamo gdje treba da isklikam i to je to. Neću sada puno da šetam okolo, da nešto pokazujem što nije u skladu sa tom pričom i svim tim glavnim zadacima.
I've come to see Prior James.
Prior James? That's him the bells are tolling for. Leave the horse here. I'll get it down to the priory later.
Nekad igrica namena, mislim, tjera igrača da šetaš s jednog kraja na drugi.
Don't you know?
Malo
The devil has come to Kingsbridge.
bespotrebno, ali dobro. Što se muzike tiče, grafike, 10 od 10. Ali ono što sam rekla ja malo pre, nisu dobro namestili te pauze u samoj igrici, jer nekad moraš da čekaš da završi neki razgovor koji traje 100 godina.
When he opened the sixth seal, I looked and behold,
Thou shalt not be afraid of the terror by night, nor of the pestilence that walketh in darkness, the pestilence that rode in on the lightning that struck our cathedral 4 years ago. Did you not all feel its presence here ever since? James did, and I did as well. But the Lord says, because he hath set his love upon me, therefore will I deliver him.
Inače, interesantno mi je kako su tada u srednjem vijeku ljudi bili fanatici kada je u pitanju vera. Gledala sam jedan anime, joj, ubit će me muž, zato što sam zaboravila kako se zove, Vinland Saga. I onda mi je palo na pamet, bila jedna scena, šta ako su ljudi? Šta ako ništa toga stvarno ne postoji? Mislim, ovo je sad samo obična i vjerovatno glupa teorija. I šta ako sve to izmišljeno, ako čovjek izmislio veru zato što se tada osjeća usamljeno, samo, ili ne znam, siromasi su bili onako u fazonu, sve će biti u redu, Bog će nam dati ovo, da će nam ono i tako dalje. Šta ako su bili zapravo bez veze i uzaludno ratovali zbog vere koja je, eto, izmišljena sa nekim drugim ciljem radi neke utehe.
I did not expect to see you here. I was on my way back to Gloucester and wanted to see you.
a priest working in the world of politics. You must tell us about it, Francis.
Of course.
And his brother a prior of what now? 2 years?
It's been 4 years, Cuthbert.
I see. How are things in St. John of the Forest, Philip?
Dobro, što da govorimo?
Our little cell is happy and healthy.
Happy and healthy. Thanks to your brother, Francis, St. John in the Forest is prospering. His novices are obedient, his monks humble and pious, while our own priory is in such a sorry state.
You know James did the best he could. It was not his fault. Also, they make a remarkable cheese in St. John's. Come by the kitchen later to see us, will you?
Hoćemo, prošetit ćemo do kuhinje. Joj.
Brother Cuthbert seemed upset.
Well, we all are. The way James died was disturbing.
Disturbing? How did Prior James die?
7 days ago, Brother Remigius found James's room empty. We all looked for him for hours. Then we found his footprints by the bridge.
Inače, plot twist u samoj igrici je jako zanimljiv, ali to se tek saznaje malo kasnije.
In the small hours of Christmas Day, he must have walked out on the river. We didn't even find his body. The river took him, and the cold.
I will pray for James. See me when you have time, Philip. I will be in the cathedral.
Jako mi je teško što se suzdržavam od toga da ne spolujem ono što će se desiti kasnije i tako dalje.
Hopefully. I will come by the kitchen later, Milius.
Možda sam trebala da igram neku igricu koju nikad do sada nisam igrala, kao na primjer Sniper Elite, 4. deo. Prvi deo sam igrala davno. I godinama sam tražila tu igricu.
You look like you want to ask me something.
You are Philip of Gwynedd?
Yes, but you can call me Brother Philip.
You see? Told you he wouldn't mind. Yes. Now ask him. How about you ask him? I already asked Brother Andrew.
What is it?
Brother Milius told us you know the scripture very well. Could you tell us about God's temple? Brother Andrew wouldn't tell us. Must be a place. A cathedral.
That's probably what the guest master was talking about.
If you do something to a cathedral, it would be a sin.
Each of us is God's temple, in the way that he created us.
And what if someone does something to God's temple?
The scripture says, if anyone destroys God's temple, God will destroy him.
Even if he destroys his own temple of God?
So for Prior James there's no salvation as well?
Prior James did not commit suicide.
But no one saw him that night. No one knows.
God knows. God knows what sent him running out onto the ice.
They say the devil was chasing him.
Don't say his name.
I have seen brave men run, for many reasons. Never have I seen the devil. So we should not make room for him, neither here nor in our hearts. All right?
Yes, Brother Philip.
Thank you, Brother Philip.
I sad, idemo...
What we have to ask ourselves is, can our Saint Adolphus still protect Kingsbridge in these dark times?
He couldn't protect Prior James. Ever since that lightning struck the cathedral, he wasn't the same.
When you take over my position as sacrist, you should implore the bishop to send us a new relic. By then I'll be sub-prior. The new prior and I will support you in this.
Papas.
A new relic might also attract more pilgrims.
Philip of Gwynedd. I wanted to talk to you. How dare you disturb Brother Remigius' requiem?
I'm afraid the choir is waiting for me.
Stay, brother. There's no reason you shouldn't hear what Philip has to say for himself.
Kulturno ćemo da se izvinimo.
I was overwhelmed when I heard Prior James passed.
You should know better. I'm sure at St. John's you're a good prior, but here we adhere to the rules.
Ajde.
You mentioned a new prior.
The election will be held in a few days, when we all convene for the chapter meeting.
Dobro, sad idemo da nađemo Francisa. I sad, ovaj deo je meni lično. Prvi put mi nije bio dosadan, bilo mi je zanimljivo ono, ali sad pošto treći put igram ovaj deo, na moju žalost, samo ću da uradim što treba i to je to. Neću se puno zadržavati da nešto pretjerano razgovaram sa njima i ostalo. Ovdje. Ali zbog boljeg razumijevanja priče... Da, ne mogu ga uzeti. Zbog boljeg razumijevanja priče bilo bi poželjno da, kada prvi put igrate, pa da uredite onako sve redom.
I'm happy to see you, little brother.
It's good to see you too, Philip. Your hair is starting to get a bit grey.
Nekad priča umije da bude malo zeznuta u smislu toga da ako previše brzo preskačete njihove dijaloge ili tako nešto, onda vam iskoči ono za choice, odnosno za izbor i možda bude jako zeznuto, pogotovo ako ima ono kao onaj timer vreme. Ne znam što da izabereš jer nisi ispratio prethodan razgovor.
The devil has come to Kingsbridge.
What?
Just something I heard. Something foolish.
Moj čovjek. Something foolish.
These are dark times indeed. King Henry's death caused quite a commotion in the world of politics. There will be war.
Što se tiče engleskog jezika, meni se lično najviše sviđa, kako se zove, onako sa britanskim akcentom, američkim je previše grub. It was continue. Inače, ovo nikad nisam čitala, ali evo samo sam onako preskakala. That day his mother, the king of all, rightful heir to the throne, smiled is viewed unfavorably that by most of Norman earls, using his mountsman, Geoffrey, front of ovo treba piše the country, ili baš ova riječ. Sigurno. Da, ovo je titula, ništa. Da, je to kontesa? Nije. Ne znam što znači ova titula. Dobro, ali nešto u tom smislu kao neki, ne znam, lord, nešto. Hoću da vidim. Moram da vidim šta je ovo. Ima kao kontesa, nešto tako, to je kao grofica. Ovo. Okrug. To je okrug. Dobro. Pa, u svakom slučaju nešto vezano. Znači, okrug i ovo je onda vojvodstvo. Dobro. Znači, bit će rat. Pa s obzirom da nam je kao brat, jeli? Oni će mu pomoći sve što treba.
I came not just to meet you. I was sent to look for a messenger of my lord, Earl Robert.
Here? In Kingsbridge?
Farmers said the messenger was heading for Kingsbridge 2 weeks ago. The knight was carrying a confidential document that might change the course of the conflict. People here trust you. Maybe the monks here know something.
Pa sigurno ne znaju.
We'll find him.
One more thing. No one can know why we're looking for the knight.
No talking. Now we sing.
Ovako, ja moram sad da izađem napolje.
Yes, I'm sure.
It was nothing. Calm down.
Zato što izgleda moram...
This priory is so much bigger than our small cell in the forest.
Dobro, ovo mi je mapa, mislim, opet... Nam je na pamet. Nego, htjela sam da odem kod ovih. Zato što da bih uzela onaj ključ koji visi tamo na zidu, moram da kao načujem njihov razgovor. Jer, eto, Filip u igrici ne znam zašto to služi.
My father gave the priory a good deal of land to keep me fed. I won't eat salted fish all day.
Me neither.
Shall we go into the cellar again tonight?
Yes, Brother Marcus. You still have old Cuthbert's keys?
Indeed I do. I hid them right in the church. Stuffed them in the large crack in the wall.
I could do some crack stuffing myself.
I bet you could.
Dobro, vratit ćemo se ovdje.
We don't need to go to church for that.
I think I heard it again. Adolphus. Adolphus?
Silence!
The novice said he hid the keys in here. They're here. I have them.
Samo da idem dole. Ajde.
I heard it.
Prvi put kad sam igrala ovo, ja sam se tako iscimala, pošto... Mislila sam da će nam iskoči nešto. Tako je, dvuni, rasteraj, mrak. Dobro, da vidim dalje.
These old cathedrals are bound to make strange sounds. Hello?
Da, ovo me iscimalo najviše od svega. Ali nije strašno, odmah da vam kažem.
What is that? What is that? It's the size of a child. Hello?
Buu. Obično sova.
An owl. Just an owl.
I sad, treba da im kažem da je to samo sova. Jer se previše cimaju.
They won't sing.
It's Adolphus.
There was nothing, believe me.
I heard him crying in the crypt. I think I heard him too.
No, you are mistaken.
It sounded like a whip. Like he was chastising himself.
Drago mi što nisam upalila kameru, mogu da jedem u miru.
Brother Philip, please help me. Prove to them that there is nothing and no one down there.
There is no need to worry, brothers. Adolphus is resting in peace. It was just an owl.
I told you it was nothing.
God bless you, Brother Philip.
I knew I heard something.
Now, be silent, concentrate, and...
Dobra.
No, we are the temple. But why a church then?
Czekaj. Da li mogu dođem? Ajde otići ću ovdje. Idemo prvo da rešimo neke druge stvari. Ja sam jako gladna. Mislim, bilo bi glupo sada da žvačem ovdje. Pa još mi mikrofon tu. Ne mogu da ga sklonim jer mi je bukvalno na glavi.
Come, warm yourself by the oven.
Is that Philip? Tell him to warm himself by the oven.
Thank you, Brother Cuthbert.
Ovako, ovo ćemo da iskoristimo.
Nice and warm, and I didn't burn my hands, Milius.
I knew you could do it.
Milius, why do you keep a beautiful pot like this around?
Oh, it reminds me that we should strive for order and beauty. I started collecting some seeds and nuts because I wanted to start a new garden.
A good idea.
I never got around to collecting more, though. If you find
I sad
some,
nisam
let me
sigurna
know.
da li moram da bavim baš neki razgovor sa njima da bi mi se otključala neka vrsta podrške od strane njih, ali neću sad spojiti.
We hear you have fresh fish every day at your cell in the forest.
Every other day we even have poultry.
Na moju žalost, opet igram Kena Folletta. Po 100. put. Pošto mi nije učitala isprava. Ja kačanjam glasovne poruke. Dobro. Što bacaš tako ribu?
We,
Ne.
on the other hand, had a weak prior for 13 years. The Lord rest his soul. What you worked hard for at St. John's is wasted here in the mother house.
After the election, the new prior ought to put things right.
Remigius? Put things right?
Ovo ću se nasmijati na ovo, mislim, sve će biti jasno.
Who would vote for Remigius? He would be no better than Prior James.
He is the sub-prior, and he made promises to some of the brothers, like the sacrist. He's about to burn all the books and documents in the prior's room, including the priory's ledgers.
Remigius says James asked for everything to be burnt after his death, except for his Bible.
What? Without the ledgers, the priory's finances will be beyond saving. Did you see a knight in Kingsbridge?
You mean, aside from the nobles attending the Christmas service? No, I don't remember any knights visiting us.
Was no one else nominated?
Only Cuthbert.
I refuse.
I'm too old.
No one else dares to follow in Prior James's footsteps.
Polako.
Not since he began talking to the devil.
What?
One day he started talking to the devil, as if they were standing side by side.
Dobro, idemo napolje.
He was bargaining with the devil for his soul.
His sins?
Aj sad, ajde, idemo.
We'll talk more later.
Dobro.
Say, has there been a knight to Kingsbridge?
A knight? A knight? Yes. He's here. Right here.
Do you know who he was? How did he die?
Brother Paul found him.
Where is Paul?
Down
Ove
the
ruske
bridge,
čokoladice,
freezing his walnuts off. I
ove
reckon.
karamele.
He talked to him. I
Bože,
only
sačuvaj.
put him in the ground.
Zavisnost. Živim za dan kada ću prestati da jedem slatko, ali
That's all I ever do.
nemoguće.
Do you have any idea
Stvarno nemoguće.
what the knight was doing here?
Samo jedem. I radim
Probably tried to
trbušnjake.
jump off
Bože,
the end
sačuvaj.
of the world.
What do you mean?
There is nothing here. Kingsbridge lies at the end of the road. Nobody comes here.
Pa i ako dođu završe mrtvi, mislim, ona.
Here, Paul.
Oh. Ouch. Oh. A hot stone.
Ovo je jako bitno da se uradi.
It's a mercy, Philip. Thank you.
Remigius should give you a fire, or not have you sit here at all.
I don't really mind. Winter is bound to end sometime. Philip, if you ever run into trouble with Remigius, be careful to answer him. Do not stay silent.
Silent?
Nothing makes him angrier than someone who doesn't answer. He becomes weak and defensive. It's not fitting for a sub-prior, let alone prior.
Ovako, ajde da ga pitam za viteza.
This hot stone is a blessing, Philip.
Have you heard about a knight in Kingsbridge?
A knight? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yes. He was just lying by the road, just a mile away from the priory. He must have fallen from his horse.
Where is he now?
He died. We buried him in the cemetery.
Did he have a name? Did he say anything?
He could not speak. But the look in his eyes told me he was afraid. I held his hand and prayed with him while he died.
Did the knight have anything with him?
There was a letter. I gave it to Prior James. Remigius will probably burn it with the rest of James's papers.
Nije još.
That all his books and documents shall be burnt after his death, except for his Bible.
I heard about this. I think that would be unwise.
Sometimes I wonder if it was because of that letter. A few days later, Prior James fell through the ice. Right here, Philip.
Sviđa mi se ova magla ovako. Mislim, kao što sam rekla, grafika je jako lepa.
For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you.
Have faith in the Lord, Brother Paul. You did well.
Thank you, Philip.
Gdje su ih? Evo ih. Gdje su ih? Gdje su? Bože. Gdje su ih bacili? Ovako, da se setim sada, pošto manje više dosta toga na pamet radim. Ajde da njemu odnesem ovo. U suštini je da čekam da stignem do onog dijela.
When will these novices learn to close the door?
I found some beech nuts.
Ah, we will grow a beech tree then.
Wonderful.
If we ever get round to starting the garden.
I'm sure you will.
Dobro, moram kod njega.
The letter is probably in the prior's room. But the sub-prior is going to burn all of James's documents.
What? We cannot allow that to happen, do you hear?
Of course not. Why cathedrals?
Normalnie.
I am looking for a document that was in the possession of Prior James.
How does that relate to my tasks? Talk to Remigius.
Brother Andrew.
What is it now?
Moram da se vratim nazad.
Why do we create temples if we
Mislila sam da mogu to da uradim bez da obavim razgovor sa... Inače, da bi se cijela igrica završila, treba vam jedno 10-12 sati. A sve zavisi naravno koliko detaljno radite i tako nešto.
I'm sorry I interrupted your service.
You mean Prior James's service?
Quite so. I heard he fell through the ice. Horrible.
Yes. I was the one who found his rosary by the river. Now let me continue my work.
I would like to take a look at Prior James's documents.
And why is that, Brother Philip?
Well, our little cell has given much to the Mother House. I would like to ensure that all is accounted for.
So you do not trust us, Philip, is that it?
The state of this priory...
The state of this priory is the concern of the Prior of Kingsbridge.
I still would like to see the prior's documents.
They will be burned tonight.
I heard about that.
It was Prior James's last wish. I'm following his request.
But the new prior will be lost without the ledgers and contracts.
After the election, I'll be the new prior.
For now, you are not. Only the chapter meeting can decide on these matters.
Of course. Brother Andrew will surely understand why you would go against James's last request. If you really want to be of help, look for Brother Cuthbert's keys. He's getting old, misplacing them all the time.
Brother Marcus stole Cuthbert's keys.
Brother Marcus. I will deal with him. You were right to report this to me. Theft is something we cannot take lightly.
Možda se ništa ne bi desilo i da nisam prijavila, ali nema veze. Ovako...
That way I won't get Andrew to organize a chapter meeting.
Aha.
Isn't it almost arrogant to try and build a greater town?
We can't allow Prior James's books to be burned.
That, Philip, was Prior James's wish.
This priory is in debt. And without the ledgers and documents, that will never change. Besides, the wisdom in his books is priceless.
It is not up to you to make decisions in this priory, Brother Philip.
Do not domineer over those in your charge, but be an example to the flock.
1 Peter chapter 5.
Sad može.
You are right.
Moram da ih okupnem.
You shall argue your case in front of the brothers in a chapter meeting today.
Thank you, Brother Andrew.
When I'm done here, I will tell all the monks to come to the chapter house.
Would it help if I went and told some of them?
Feel free to do that. But I insist that the choir finishes practicing before we start. They're already behind schedule.
Dobro. Idemo da ih okupimo sve. Gdje mi je miš? Dobro. Dobro.
There will be a chapter meeting in a few minutes.
Oh yes, we will be there. Thank you for letting us know.
Idemo napolje.
Brother Arnaldus. There's a chapter meeting today.
Today, I'll be there. Wouldn't miss that.
Idemo dalje. Moram da izađem, da nađem... A zašto on živi tako daleko? Jao...
There will be a chapter meeting soon.
Thank you for letting me know, Philip. Remember my advice about Remigius.
Jako sam spremna da se svađam sa svima.
There will be a chapter meeting today.
You convinced Andrew? Miracles do happen. We will be there. You have our support.
Kom još ostao? Da.
The sacrist agreed to a meeting today. That way I might be able to get the letter you were looking for.
Good thinking, Philip. I will attend, of course.
Brother Andrew has arranged a meeting.
Yes, please go ahead. We will be there in a few minutes.
Dobro. Valjda sam ih sve obavestila. Remigius...
The choir has finished singing. The cantor should find time now.
Remija nisam iz razloga jer Andrew će ga kao
If
obavestiti.
you have any other business to take care of in Kingsbridge, do it now. The meeting could take a long time.
The chapter meeting is more important. And this is why Prior James's wish must not be honored. Kingsbridge Priory would be beyond saving without financial records.
I think we have all understood the reason for your concern, Brother Philip. But before we come to a decision, let us hear other voices of concern.
I would like to know why you would doubt the wisdom in Prior James's decision.
Maybe you didn't know him as well as we did, Philip. I can say I knew him well. We all here knew him.
How wise was Prior James, really?
Philip, you are going too far. I will tell the bishop about this.
Tuži baba. Joj.
Please, let's hear what he has to say.
Oh, heavens.
Hear him out, brothers. I was stubborn as well, but he made me see it.
Well, that's not an easy thing to do.
There he is.
I owe James much. He was the one who asked me to take care of St. John in the Forest.
Ja
One
moram
of the
da...
most prosperous cells in all of Shiring, if not England.
Da smotam cigare. Posle ovoga.
But his last wish was not?
Maybe.
Well, was it? What are you waiting for?
Is walking on thin ice wise?
Who does he think he is?
May the Lord forgive him. He knows not what he is saying.
No. Philip was very hesitant to talk about the state of this priory with me. Usually, he is as careful in his words as he is in his actions.
Yes. Philip asked us a question. Was it wise to walk out onto the ice?
Meni si
What was
normalan.
testing Prior James?
I say the devil chased him. Do you doubt that? Do you doubt that, Philip? Surely you must have an answer.
If the Lord tested James, then he is testing all of us. I trust the Lord, so did James, and so should all of you. He was misguided when he walked onto the ice that night, as he was misguided in his last wish. Whatever or whoever misguided him.
Maybe it wasn't the devil. We've never seen him.
The novices would be better advised not to speak up.
Philip is a good man. He was the only one to say I should have a fire.
But did he do anything besides talk?
Yes, he brought me a hot stone.
Zato je važno
Very
doneti.
well, Philip. But why don't you tell us the real reason you have come before us? You not only came to save these books.
I am here only to help this priory.
This priory, of course. I say it is not a coincidence that he should make his voice heard now, shortly after James's passing and before the elections.
Potrefilo se jednostavno
What are
tako,
you
šta ćemo
saying,
sad?
Brother Remigius?
This is not about James. It is about him. He wants to be prior.
No. I came here to talk to James.
I think that is a wonderful idea. I nominate Philip of Gwynedd to be the new prior of Kingsbridge.
Interesantno.
I can't disagree with that.
Well, yes, obviously. Much.
Excellent choice. What about Remigius?
That's surprising.
Great
Prior
idea.
Philip.
Brother Philip, do you accept the nomination?
Bog, nek nam pomogne.
Thank you for your kind offer. But we would not want to impose on you, Brother Remigius.
Oh, but I insist. I will help you.
No, you really must not. We will see you later. Thank you. We don't have much time. Evening Mass will begin soon.
Should I not have accepted the nomination?
You've never been good at saying no. And Milius is right. Kingsbridge needs you.
What about St. John's?
I will ride there tomorrow. I will let them know you will be staying in Kingsbridge for a few days. Thanks to you, these documents and books will not be burned. Now,
Ma
you
jako
have to
glas.
find that letter.
Stvarno.
You truly think the letter can help prevent a war?
If the message says what I think it says, then yes, I do.
Uf. Morat ću da pauziram. Ok, pauzirano je. Eto me za minut. Joj. Ovako. Joj. Kako sam stavila? Nešto osjećam, pipa mi rame, ali na mikrofon. Nisam ga dobro stavila, da vidimo. Zašto mi uvek na ovom pismu zablokira? Eto, još jedan bug u igrici. Molim, popravite ovo. Ovako. Dobro, znači bit će rata nekog.
Now, let us look for the letter.
Sad, je li kao Biblija jedina knjiga koju on je htio da zapali? Možda je ovo Biblija, ne znam.
Francis, I think I found it.
Haha, naravno da znam.
In the Bible?
Revelations, the apocalypse of St. John. And they called to the mountains and rocks, fall on us and hide us from the face of him who is seated on the throne, and from the wrath of the Lamb. For the great day of their wrath has come, and who can stand? The Lamb? What was James afraid of? Was it this letter?
No, the letter is still sealed. Break the seal.
Ajde da vidimo. Da, koliko ova igrica istorijski točna? Pa, jeste i nije. Mislim, naravno, svaka knjiga koja govori manje više o nekoj istoriji, jeli, a napisana je u slobodnom stilu, naravno da ima određenu tu, da kažemo, slobodu, fikcija, a neke stvari su jednostavno tačne pa su tačne. Naprimjer, ceo ovaj događaj kao za Empress Maud, to je sve istina.
The Earl of Shiring is about to start a war.
Yes. He's made contact with my own master, Earl Robert of Gloucester.
Who is this King Stephen
who's taken the throne?
A nephew of King Henry.
A sam ih jako lepo očistila, pa mi je mutno sad.
Francis. Talk of that.
I know. It's just that I think of them all the time. And I've always blamed King Henry. The church suffered under his rule as much as we did in Wales. Philip, you have to show this letter to the Bishop of Kingsbridge.
Zašto? Zašto mi?
Because you have to. There's no other way. Our late King Henry was opposed to Rome's influence in England. King Stephen, on the other hand, swore to preserve the rights and privileges of the church, and we can help him if you tell the bishop to protect Stephen.
You want the bishop to help the new king, King Stephen?
I want a king who supports the church. I want these dark times to end. I want to stop the Earl of Shiring from starting a war. He could set the whole of England on fire. My lord the Earl of Gloucester can never know what I was doing here. You must not tell the truth about how or where you got this letter. Don't tell anyone I was involved.
Šta bi se desilo ako bih odbila? Zapravo, pošto mi je brat, jeli, prvobitno sam isto pristala i sad ću da pristanem. Ali bih voljela jednom da odigram kao sve suprotne izbore, ono, ono što sam do sada birala.
I will ride to St. John's and tell your monks you will stay in Kingsbridge until the election.
What if the Earl of Shiring finds out what I'm doing? What if the bishop tells him?
Philip, calm down. He is your bishop.
I'm a simple monk. Who am I to talk to a bishop?
Joj. Ta muzika. Ovako. Da vidim. Dobro. 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 Samo da gricnem ovaj smoki. Pa nastavljamo dalje. Mislim da sam ovdje negdje stala prošli put, nisam 100% sigurna. Idemo. Zapravo ne mogu da se sjetim. Da. Moram da prestanem da idem. Ovako. Dođi, mali lepičak. Gladan je. Kako nemam neki nož nešto? Ja sam ovo malo zaboravila. Čekaj, nisam. Kopiš. Trebao si u glavu, Jack, u glavu. Pa nećeš biti gladan. Inače, ja životinje stvarno jako volim, ali... Ovdje se ipak radi o gladnom djetetu.
Yes.
My name is Jack. For a long time, it was the only name I had known. I was born and raised in a cave by my mother. We were used to getting by, but that year the winter had been harsh. I was proud to have killed my first deer that day. And while waiting for Mother to help me cure it, I decided to practice my reading.
The Lord and King of all France, Charles the Great, has spent 7 long years fighting in Spain. He has conquered the highlands and the plain. Before him not a single fort remains. Before him not a single fort remains.
Afternoon was approaching fast, and Mother still hadn't returned. So, if I wanted to cure the meat, I had to do it on my own. Else it would all go to waste.
Prvi put sam zaboravila to da uradim. I sad ovako... Loks.
Good. It's warmer. Now I need some wet wood to make it smoke properly.
Samo sekund.
I can't eat it raw. I need to cure it. Meat goes bad fast.
Inače, preporučujem da pogledate seriju. A zašto ideš okolo?
I can do this later. I can't eat it raw. I need to cure it. Meat goes bad.
Moram da ga oborim. Nekako. spasiti više. Izgleda možda neće, ili koliko puta treba ovo da radim uopšte? Mislim, ovo prvi put radim pa zato. Šta treba da gledaram dok ne iscuri skroz ili šta? Jo, dobro.
I can't eat it raw.
Znam da
I
ne
need to
možeš.
cure it. Meat goes bad fast. I'd rather not. I'd rather not.
Čekaj. Kako to uradim? Ja treba da uzmem neki drugi. Čekaj. Ajde probam još jedan. Okay. Treba mi...
What's that?
Neće nam nigdje pobeći. Ne pobjedam, ne pobjedam.
That wood goes into the fire.
Aha, čekaj, aha, da, bože, što sam klikla tamo gdje ne treba. Dobro.
Mother will be proud. Now, what's that noise?
Idemo da nađemo bebu.
Good. He hasn't seen you. Who is he? A whip. That's what he is. A whip. He's someone bad. I told you about people like him, remember? What's that in his hands? That's a baby. He must have found it lying next to the road. It's so miserable. Every animal must have heard its cries. Will he take care of it? In his way, he will. Listen, cub. I am sorry. I know there's so much you want to know about the world out there, but for now, we must stay hidden. And never trust a man of God. Least of all his compassion, you'll either end up in a monastery or at the gallows. Get down.
Easy now, it's just someone little. No need to be afraid.
Francis.
I'm going to follow him. You go home and wait for me, little cub.
Sad igramo. Vraćamo se nazad.
Mother? What's that mound over there? I should take a look.
Don't move. We killed a pig thief in Salisbury, we can kill you too. Bloody outlaw. Where's the baby? Did you eat it?
Alfred mi se nikad nije svidao.
I don't have the baby.
Right. What's this?
Give it back.
What do you want with this? You can't read.
Give it back.
Leave the boy be, Alfred.
He took the baby. I saw him take Mother's cloak. He's the only one around. Who else would have taken it?
Wolves.
A monk took it.
A monk?
Yes, on a horse.
Is that true? Where did he go?
He should take us there.
Leave him alone. He's just a boy.
What is your name, boy?
Jack.
Do you live in these woods, Jack? Then you know this place better than us. Please. I don't know why I left the child. I thought I couldn't take care of him alone, but I cannot leave him to die either. I have to know if he's all right. Will you help us?
Pa, pomoći ćemo. Što da
Very
ne?
good, lad. I owe you.
If you want your silly book back, you better keep your word.
Ja sam vrlo često, nakon što sam pogledala i seriju, jeli? Bila sam ubeđen da je Alfred nekako mentalno zaostao. Nije mi baš delovao bistro.
Which confused me greatly. I had never been hated before.
Ovako, čekaj.
The monk had crossed a small stream, or he had followed its course north, which would have led him towards the next village. Either way, the tracks ended at a riverbed as evening was fast approaching. The big man looked at me. "Which way, boy?" he asked. But I could only guess. The stream led us to a more convenient crossing. Here, one could easily pass without getting drenched in icy water. Suddenly, the boy called out. He had spotted something on the other bank. A set of fresh hoof prints. He laughed triumphantly as our eyes locked. So, we crossed the river. The boy cheerfully mocking my skills as a tracker.
Magla.
What is it?
He got us lost.
Did you?
Papa, I'm tired.
That's all right. Come on, up on my shoulders you go.
No, I'm too heavy, and you're too tired anyway. I will remain steadfast.
You should all get some rest.
Morte jako dobra.
Alfred, stay here with them while I take a look ahead.
No, don't go.
I won't be far, dear. Besides, you can do me a favour while I'm gone. Have an eye on the lads and make sure they get some sleep, all right?
All right.
See? You are steadfast. I won't be long.
You stay where I can see you while my sister rests. And no tricks.
Ovako. Čemo knjigu?
Ha.
Huh? What is it? Did you hear something?
The fog is lifting.
I don't like you. Tell me, why do you care about your book so much? Wait, where is it? You sneaky thief. I knew it. You just want to rob us.
You took it first.
You're an animal. You don't even know what it is.
The Lord and King of all France, Charles the Great, has spent 7 long years fighting in Spain. He has conquered the highlands and the plain. Before him, not a single fort remains.
What are you rambling on about?
It's from the book.
How do you know this? You're an animal.
Can't you read?
Hey, you see that? Over there in the fog. There is something there.
Mislim, vidi se da je jelen u pitanju, ali dobro. Nema potrebe za 3 upitnika.
A deer. It broke through the ice and died.
Children! Martha, wake up, dear.
Who's she?
We met in the forest. I'm Jack's mother. Come here, Jack.
Did you find him?
Yes, dear, we did.
The baby is safe. The monk brought it to a small cell not far from here.
But we won't go there now. Ellen offered us shelter for tonight.
I have. Follow me.
Sad se nadam da se ono meso kao skulo, što reći.
If I'd known you lived this close, my Agnes might have been saved.
Don't fool yourself. When a woman is bleeding inside, it either stops or it doesn't. All you can do is keep her warm, and you did that. I'm sorry, but the living must take care of the living.
Ima istine.
Jack, give the children some soup, will you? Will you be able to get work soon?
Hard to say. People don't usually hire a new master builder in winter. Too cold for stirring water.
Thank you,
Sometimes
Jack.
you get lucky, but not this year. Some time ago I had work in Exeter.
E sad, daj dati Artu ili sebi. S obzirom da je bio, da kažem, đubre prema nama, odnosno prema Jacku.
What happened?
Mislim, bit će sad opcija.
All I cared about was working in the cathedral again. I was a fool.
You can do better than to build churches.
Well, I worked on one once. That was good work. I won't ramble on now. But if you ask Martha, she'll tell you everything about it.
Jack, When there are strangers, we give them food first.
Why?
Because it is a gentle thing to do.
Pa, to ne zna,
You
očigledno.
know, a man like you should not beat himself so hard.
No. No, there is no excuse for leaving my baby son behind.
Women die in labor. Men abandon their children all the time.
Tužna žalost.
It is rare that they return.
Is that what happened to you and your son?
No, that is an altogether different story. One I haven't even told Jack yet. All I can say is, I raised him alone in this cave, outside of town law. Just us and the forest.
How do you get by?
We hunt, we gather. It works well enough for us two to survive. You can thank Jack for the meal, by the way. My little cub caught his first deer today, all by himself.
Svaka čast.
Eat well, children. You'll need your strength.
And so do you, Master Builder.
Ha, počelo neko muvanje.
Go on, tuck in.
I will. Thank you.
I u ovoj Srbiji od ovih slušalica.
Well, they're asleep now. So, what is it?
I told you that the monk had taken the baby to a small cell nearby. It's true, but I advise you to stay away from there.
What? Why?
Because you abandoned it. That counts as murder.
Da, takvi su bili zakoni pre.
Then I have to steal him. I have to own up to what I've done. I have to take back my son.
Think for a moment. You have been out of work since summer.
Oh.
A baby needs a lot of care. More than your other children. How will you feed him?
But what am I to do then? Live like you? I don't know a thing about hunting. I'm a mason. Even in a castle I'm more at home than here.
Leave the baby with the monks. He'd be warm and fed. You wouldn't have to carry him while you look for work. And when you do find something, you can come back and fetch him.
Upravo je.
I don't know. Since Agnes died, I don't know anything anymore.
You're a good man, Tom Builder. You're kind and gentle and strong. You will do the right thing. You also don't have to go through this alone, you know. Jack and I will have to leave this place soon. The winter is too cruel and we might not survive if we stayed. We could all travel together.
I don't know. I have my hands full with my children already.
I can help you take care of them. If you promise to teach my son how to get along in the world of men. We may be strangers now, but we would be at each other's side, helping out however we can.
Interesantno.
The living must take care of the living.
Yes.
That night I dreamed of a strange world. There were small castles, dead deer, and a giant called Tom. In that dream I was happy. I tightly held my mother's hand, watching the kind giant and learning his mysterious ways.
Svaka čast. Dobro. Dobro. Aha. Idemo dalje. Teorije zavere. Mislim da ćemo možda uzeti koju jabuku da damo poniju.
My pony needs to be fed soon. Should I take some?
Naravno. Mislim.
I will take just a couple.
There you go.
Njam, 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 njam.
You're still hungry, aren't you?
E pa neka, ovako. Možda bi trebala da probam. A zapravo možda bi trebala da probam da mu dam.
My pony should be fed. Do I just take some hay? My pony needs to be fed.
Ja, kao... podacima navoda lopov kradem se.
Here.
Dobro. Ajde vidimo da prođemo
What
ovdje.
lies beyond this gate? I
Previše
should not
širok.
distract myself like this.
Ajde
I will
prođi.
stay and face the bishop. I must.
Dobro, ajde, izgleda ipak moramo da...
Oh, why must I be so nervous?
Stop.
I trust Francis. He knows about these things.
How can I help you?
I have come to see the bishop.
Who may I tell the bishop is visiting?
I am Philip of Gwynedd.
And what may I tell Bishop Walerin is the reason for your visit? The bishop insists that I ask.
I am afraid I can only tell the bishop himself.
The bishop wishes to know beforehand.
In this case, we will have to make an exception.
Wait here.
Mislim da ćemo sada
There is
moći.
no way out, even if this is my undoing. There is no way out, even if this is my undoing.
Aha, dobro, znači...
Did I not tell you to wait?
Oh.
Come in. The bishop will see you now.
Sačekaj, pa uđi. The bishop.
Philip of Gwynedd.
The Right Reverend Bishop Walerin, by God.
Please, sit down.
Thank you, Right Reverend.
Please, call me Walerin. It seems you were a little impatient. But of course, there is nothing wrong with eagerness.
Aj sad moram da pazim
I hear
šta
you've done good
pričam.
work at that little cell in the forest.
I'm surprised you know about it.
As bishop, I am the ex officio abbot of Kingsbridge. So, I am bound to take an interest.
Well, God has blessed us in St. John.
I wish God would confer similar blessings on Kingsbridge Priory. Tell me, Prior Philip, what brings you here at such a late hour?
Aj sad
Timothy
moram
said that you
pažljivo.
will only tell me.
I expect you know that Stephen of Blois has claimed the throne of England. With the blessing of the Church.
Already? I had heard of plans and of aspirations. This is very good. I have met Stephen. As bishop, I am much involved in politics. Of course, the Church can never be involved enough. Now, how do you know of this? Ah,
Your brother Francis is working for Earl Robert of Gloucester, is he not? Did he tell you?
Excuse me. No, I heard at a guest house on my way to Kingsbridge.
Nervira me samo što
Unfortunately, I
ovoliko
rarely see
kažeš.
my brother.
You both must be very busy indeed. But why are you bringing up politics? Tell me, Philip, why are you here?
Was I wrong to come to you, my bishop? Maybe I should have taken the letter to the Sheriff of Shiring.
Eustace is ungodly, arrogant, grasping and corrupt. So are all sheriffs. Philip, how did you get this letter?
I found it among Prior James's documents in Kingsbridge. I am staying there for a few days.
Prior James. May he rest in peace. Did he not order everything to be burned?
You know about this?
Sub-Prior Remigius mentioned it once.
I asked them not to burn James's books. The brothers agreed.
Well, and there you found the letter?
Yes.
Timothy, leave us. And did you find anything else?
Šta sam još trebala da nađem?
Just the letter.
Mislim, kažem, imam jako dobar plot twist. Ali neću da odem.
A war would cost so many lives.
God thunders wondrously with his voice.
He does great things that we cannot comprehend. The Book of Job. But this is not the work of God, but of Earl Bartholomew.
You are truly the man I have heard so much about. I will call on friends of mine. Pray for us that we can put an end to Bartholomew's plan before it is too late. You did a brave thing for our church, Brother Philip. A brave thing indeed.
Što sad ne kažeš
You'll go back
toliko?
to Kingsbridge Priory now and forget about the sheriff, won't you?
I will.
And don't speak of this to anyone there.
I shan't.
I should not. Malo je nezgodno pričati kada kad je ovakav tip igrice u pitanju, zato što je to, htjela bih opet da čujete i njih, a opet malo i mene, ali dobro. Imam Asasina, pa ću igrati to ovih dana. Ovako, ajmo. Zašto ne mogu da dođem ovdje?
I should get going.
Dobro, ajde, idemo. Nahranili smo konija. Da se ispremamo.
Leave, old friend.
Cave.
Did you pack enough food? It will be a while before you get to eat smoked venison again.
Yeah, I took some.
Anyone seen Martha?
She said she had to piss.
All right. I'll go get her.
Martha.
You're a mason too, right?
Uh-huh.
So, what have you built so far?
Ovo,
I'm sure Jack
mislim,
would love to hear.
izašao je i nije video, baš je sakriva.
They're looking for you. I don't want to leave. It's so dangerous out there. I don't want to get robbed again. I've got a slingshot. Maybe
could teach me how to use it. I will. Papa usually protects me. But he can't always be around. He needs to take care of himself too.
Igor,
No more now.
034.
There will always be someone around.
Lepo.
No, that's not true.
Zahvaljujem.
And I want to stay here where it's safe.
Houses.
Idemo. Čekaj, jel ja nju treba da izvedem odavdje ili će ona izaći sama?
Come. Not just yet.
Dobro, ajde,
Let me stay
pustit
here
ćemo.
just a little longer.
That must be hard work.
Right.
Idemo. I gdje sad treba? Šta sad treba?
Tell me, how are you getting along?
Fine.
You know, you don't have to be afraid of me.
I'm not afraid. I think I'll go and look for Tom.
Yum, 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 yum.
Even the good ones are starting to taste bad. There he is. Charles the Great, the protector of my town. You're coming with me.
Da ću i ovo. Baš onako lepo. Ljubazno. Slatko.
This knight is Charles the Great. He will protect you.
Oh. Am I his princess?
Nego šta?
You are. Together you are brave and smart and will never give up.
All right. I have to stay steadfast. Thank you, Jack.
Martha! Where are you?
Come on. We're going on a great quest.
Idemo. Ovo mi je ideo. Da ovako putujem, ali nekad
On our
ume da
way,
bude
I
baš...
told Martha the names of my trees. There was the birch, Jerusalem, and the oaks, Alexandria and Byzantium. When I pointed out Rome, she laughed and named an apple tree Southampton. The farther we walked, the merrier she became, christening all the new trees Winchester, Bath, Salisbury, while I grew quieter and quieter.
Još? Nema?
Finally, we arrived at a large road. This heads towards Shiring, Tom said. The strangest name of them all.
Ništa. Dobro.
By noon, we had reached the edge of town. Mother gave us some dry prunes to chew while she argued with Tom whether we should head directly to town or past the palace of the so-called bishop. Tom was hopeful to find work at the palace, but Mother seemed uneasy. As we approached the building, Tom noticed the cold in Mother's eyes. Although she had agreed to accompany him to the bishop, she had remained quiet about her true feelings, while Tom didn't see it fit to ask. Gradually, the palace came into view.
Možda bolje se vrati.
Shiring was full of people looking for work. Mother and Tom kept asking around while we rested our feet at the market. Alfred gave me a look as if he wanted to punch me, but I only stared at the buildings, amazed by the straightness of their walls. Finally, Mother called us over. Rumour had it that the Earl of Shiring was hiring all kinds of people. It was then that I heard a man in a robe say, "That voice, it's her. The witch. She was here 10 years ago." But apart from me, no one took notice.
Earl's Castle. Stvarno baš lijepa igrica, kao da ono, ne znam, igrate neki film, nešto tako.
You don't know me. You're misjudging whatever it is I did. I'm willing to forgive your mistake if you accept my offer now.
This is all about family honor to you, isn't it? Perhaps I should tell you about my mother. She was a happy person who loved to laugh and tell stories, but father made her miserable. Oh, he's not a bad man, but solemn and strict. She hated him so much she died from it.
Are you saying you don't like me?
You're so self-centered. You never think about anyone else's feelings. You have no refinement and you can barely read. What were you expecting?
One day you will see that you are wrong, and then I won't be so forgiving.
Muška sueta. Klasična stvar.
All right. Let's hope it's true and the Earl needs us.
Yeah, I'm starving.
Alfred, keep an eye out. I'll be right back. And boys, try to get along.
An eye out for what?
Papa wants him to look for things that are broken.
Some people don't know they need a mason until you show them.
Papa
Dobro, imamo bunara ovdje.
or build a house. One man can build an entire house? I want to see.
Learn what you can, but don't stray too far.
Ugh. Why won't anyone just give me something to eat?
Jack, be careful. Don't get too close.
I can't believe the Earl allowed his daughter to refuse him.
Stani, gdje sam ja?
Is an idiot.
Ja, mogu se
I wouldn't marry
popnemo
him either.
kako.
She deserves someone better. Such a very bright and charming girl.
Oh, she's an arrogant one, just like her father.
Don't see that. It's not arrogance. It's nobility.
Čekaj, ovako. Aha, evo ga.
Hello, my name is Jack.
Ništa od njih. A dok dođe dok prošeta, joj.
What is it, boy? You just want to stand there and stare? All right, then. Let's see what you've got.
Are you a knight?
No talking. That'd be cheating. Ah, reckoned you'd be as ballsy as your ginger, but my mistake. Another time, perhaps. Cheers, lad.
S obzirom kako su vitezovi bili, ovo je okej. Dobro, šta je ovo? Aj sam je vrać sada, šta je ovo? Zašto je ovo ostalo ovdje ovako?
Watch your step, you little twit.
Don't mind him, boy. That's just William Hamley. He was hoping for a princess, but all he got was a boot.
What's he doing? Do you think he forgot something?
Da nas ubije.
Perhaps?
Mislim, znam kakav je William, pa... Da to kažem.
Look, you strike me as an honest worker, but we have a right who does all the repairs for us.
Then something else, maybe? I heard rumours that there's all kinds of work here.
Well, unfortunately, it's not builders we're looking for. Actually, it's quite the opposite.
I understand. Thank you for your consideration. Walk with me, boy.
Neću još. Neću još, moram prvo da uzmem ovo. Ne vidim. Oh.
We have followers all over the south of England.
Of course. You're the Earl, after all.
A title doesn't guarantee anything, my son.
I don't understand. Is that why you sent all those letters?
Ne mogu da uzmem ovo još. Vjerojatno moram da uradim nešto da bi mi se to otključalo, aj.
I'm sorry, boy. The Lady Aliena won't see any visitors today.
I want to see the lady.
My, you are just as rude as the previous visitor, aren't you? All want but no manners.
Can I see her?
May I see her?
May I?
As I said already, she won't receive any more visitors today. At least not any scoundrels. Not after that Hamley boy tried to propose to her. Again. She'd rather enjoy some quiet than another wide-eyed piglet who thinks himself a minstrel. Now don't start singing, please. And farewell to you.
So, have you heard about anyone else who might need a mason?
Are you knights?
We are?
Why, you want to be like us?
Like you?
Tell you what, they might be finished. Snatch us some food from the keep, and we might train you.
Very good. That should be a valuable first lesson.
Already too many masons for too little work. What about Earl's Castle?
That's up to the Earl and his steward to decide. I can't say anything.
Even a fool can see these buildings need work. If the Earl's not worrying about his stalls and his kitchens, it might be something else.
What do you need work for?
It pays. It buys shelter and clothing and we don't have to starve. Not everyone can live in a forest, boy.
No?
No. People need to be around people. And for that, things have to be set in stone. Like the laws in towns, or rents, or wages. If everyone did whatever they liked, things would get very bad very quickly. I'm going to talk to some people. You just keep an eye out. And if you see something I can fix, let me know.
Hoću li dobiti nešto? Za ne bi trebalo...
What is it, boy?
You can build castles?
Well, if I have the money and the people, yes. Maybe one day I'll show you how it's done.
They refused you.
Well, just because work rarely falls into one's lap, that doesn't mean there is none. I'll give this place a look over while you tell your mother to be patient.
What are you looking for?
Something to convince the Earl that keeping things the way they are won't do for long. Could be something small, like washed out mortar or a loose column. Yeah, I need to see the hole before I can carve the rock.
To je to što mi je trebalo. Da se popnem ovdje i da uzmem... Odlično. Neću tići kod vitezova. Nego ću ovo... dati Marti.
Wow, so much food. Your mother just gave me some nuts though. Maybe Alfred wants some.
Da ne ga hranim. Što je nesposoban da ustane.
Where did you get that?
Just eat it.
I can see we're going to be good friends.
Da. Evo ako ovo... Moram da se popnem nazad. Ne. Slučajno sam klikla. Htjela sam da se popnem ovdje. Inače, gradili su ovakve stvari, mislim, krenula sam prstom da pokazujem. Ovo, ovakve kao kućice, iz prostog razloga jer, eto, strelci kad su bili na tom zidu, da mogu da se sakriju i da nastave da napadaju. Čisto radi neke zaštite. Dobro, gdje da se spustim, što mi još vali da popravim? Ja bih siđem dole. Zašto ne mogu da siđem dole? Aha, dobro. Walk back. Samo da vidim, da li ovdje nešto treba? Šta je ovo koji će ovo? Stani, na koju stranu? Dobro. Ovo može da se kao popravi u fazonu. Dobro. Čekaj da vidim, kako ne mogu da mu kažem, ne znam što treba da se napravi. Mislim da neće da...
Stop right there. I'm sorry, boy. The Lady Aliena won't see any visitors today.
May I see the lady?
I told you she is not in the mood for pushy boys right now. She prefers someone a little more pleasant.
Wait.
We only know what's happening in the south, but Earl Robert is in the west.
Together we control the entire southwest.
Not all of it, but we have messengers in place to keep us informed about everything. Now, be quiet for a moment. I need to think.
Jel imaš nešto? Nema. Da, dobro, obavistit ću ga onda ome.
The battlements are broken.
I noticed that already. Anything else?
The well is in bad repair.
It is? Yeah, very good, Jack. That's one thing the Earl needs to get fixed for sure. Now, see if you can spot one more area of damage. Even better, keep an ear out for gossip about the Earl. If we can figure out what kind of man he is, we might learn what's important to him.
This looks good to me. I don't know.
Da. Zidovi. Više smo mu mi pomogli, mislim, Jack nego njegov rođeni sin.
There is a wall without mortar.
If that's true, you have a very keen eye. Well, that should do for now. Now, stay sharp. And tell me if you learn anything about the Earl.
Da se raspitam kod ljudi.
Come on. Bring us something tasty.
The keep is right up there. You want to become a knight, don't you?
Ne mogu da se raspitam kod njih. Čekaj, stani, gdje sam? A da treba da razgovaram sa princezom.
The Lady Aliena still won't receive any guests.
Treći put se penjem ovdje.
Not a mutt like you.
Lady Aliena?
A charming young woman. She lives on top of the keep.
Like a princess?
Well, no. Although, I suppose she would make a splendid queen indeed. For now, she is just the Earl of Shiring's daughter, and quite good at her role, if I may say so.
Dobro.
Ali?
Moram da jedem, ja sam gladna.
William. Now,
Sad bih ispožela sebi nešto, ali... Onda nikad ne bih igrala.
Did you know there's a princess living here?
Well, I heard the Earl has a daughter, but that's about it.
Ja ću morati da ispažem nešto da jedem.
There is one.
What?
There is a princess here.
Oh, show me.
Lady Aliena.
My lady?
Yes, Matthew?
There are 2 children downstairs, desperately wanting to see you.
Children?
A rather cheerful little girl and an annoying boy.
Well, considering that it is my role to tend to my father's guests, I believe I can see them.
Your father let you renounce a wedding. I'm sure he wouldn't mind if you declined this as well.
But a cheerful little girl?
And an annoying boy.
We will get along. You may bring them up. Oh, it's you. I noticed you and your parents from my window. What can I do for you? You're quite shy, aren't you? Would you like something to eat?
But they won't serve food yet.
They do what I tell them. I will have Matthew get you some bread.
Yes, please.
Say something clever,
Where's
please.
your mother?
My mother died.
Aren't you sad?
I was, but that was a long time ago. My brother Richard can't even remember her.
My mother's dead too.
When did she
Možda
die?
ko pričati, znači da li čak ili mrtve.
Oh. Who's that woman with you then?
That's my mother.
That's my mother.
And where's your father?
I never had a father.
Where did you come from then?
From my mother. All young things come from their mothers. What have fathers got to do with it?
Tužno malo.
I think you should have a word with your mother. Come on, I want to show you something.
Ja što lepo gledaj. Stvarno jako lepo uređena
Have you ever
igrica.
been up this high before?
No. Wow. All the people look so small. Like little mice. You must be up here every day.
I used to, but nowadays I try to hold myself back.
Why?
We are about to make some great enemies. If our first assault fails, they may want to lay siege to our castle, so I will have to get used to staying up here for a long while. I suppose this view will bore me soon enough. Till then, I'm trying to keep it special.
And you're sharing it with us. I don't think that I'd ever get bored by this.
Come on, let's go back down. Matthew will take you to your parents.
Dobro, ovo
How did it go?
Oh,
Pomalo
she
da
was so
kažem.
pretty. Don't you
Samo.
agree, Jack?
Gdje je to? To mi je na drugoj strani. Dođi. Joj, sad sam gladna.
Lady Aliena is expecting an attack.
An attack? So the Earl is planning to go to battle. That's very helpful, Jack.
Pa, taman može da
You
iskoristi
did a
sve ono
very
što
good
je
job,
puklo
son.
kao da popravi.
Now come along. You deserve to see if it works.
Look, I'd like to give you work, but we don't need you.
I just hope you're not expecting a siege soon.
Why do you say that?
Your defences are in bad repair.
Be specific, man.
The mortar in your walls has come away in places. This leaves an opening for a crowbar, and once there's a hole, it's easy to pull the entire wall down.
Anything else?
Yeah, the keep has an undercroft with a wooden door. If I were attacking the keep, I'd go through that door and start a fire in the stores.
And if you were the Earl, how would you prevent that?
Dobro pitanje.
I'd have a pile of stone ready shaped and a supply of sand and lime for mortar. And a mason standing by ready to block up that doorway in times of danger.
Matthew, may I have a word with you?
Well, we have a home. For now. You know, this is all thanks to your son, Ellen.
What did he do?
He did what you were supposed to do.
Tako
He
je.
kept an eye and an ear out, and finally helped me convince the Earl. Grab your things, everyone, and follow me. It's time we put a roof over our heads.
And thus Tom Builder had finally found work. Little did we know then that it wouldn't last for long.
Šta da radim sad? Da nastavim da igram ovo ili... Ajde, prihvatit ću. Pa ću da sačuvam. Pa ću da počnem nešto drugo.
It's good you sent your brother to tell your flock in St. John's about your nomination. If you'd gone yourself, they might not have let you leave again.
There is a good chance I will return to St. John's after the election today.
Why so pessimistic?
Many of the brothers still want Remigius to become prior.
Philip,
Yes?
there was an incident with one of our novices.
What kind of incident?
Remigius caned him. He was bleeding all over.
He could barely walk, but walk he did. We called out for him, but he did not turn around. He never looked back.
He ran away?
He is not the first. And it wasn't the first time Brother Marcus was punished either.
No,
Brother Marcus?
Yes, he stole my keys and food. You reported him to Remigius.
I did, but he is practically a child.
Remigius really goes too far.
Last year he hit a novice. The poor soul became deaf in one ear.
Ko bi rekao da to tako ide tamo? U crkvi.
Tell me, Philip, what will be the first thing that you do when you're elected?
We must not cane our novices.
No, no, we must not.
Deus caritas est.
You cannot go in there.
What was that?
Who are these people? Hey! Step back. Step back, I say.
What is going on out there?
Soldiers?
Did they start a war again? Those fools.
Philip! It's Francis. They have Francis.
Francis.
Trudila sam se još da ga ne odam. Ovako, sačuvat ću, bez obzira što je bila na knjiga gore, sačuvat ću ovako i ručno. Pa ću otići da igram nešto drugo, eto me za 5 minuta, tako. Dosta je bilo ovoga.